Welcome, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Yay! And today we're going to be um we are going to be doing a ranking of the worst characters on Bold and the Beautiful. I said that I said I'd do this. I know it took me 3.5 months to do it, but I did promise I would do the video this week coming, and well, you got your delivery, I guess. So yeah, worst characters. I did a top 25. I said I'd do a top 50, but it's just so overwhelming to do. There's so many bad characters. It's like which bad character is the worst? Which one's the worst? But I had to put a list. There are lots of characters. There's some on the floor. I did top 50, but I don't know where to rank them in a certain order. So I did this list, top 25. So it took me a very long time to do. It took me 6 hours to do. So, or to come up with it anyway. Took me like an hour to draw them, but really actually focus on what is the worst character. So I already know what the worst character is, but like to do an actual list of how to rank them in order. So yeah, if I left any character out, please mention in the comment section below. Anyway, yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Anyway, also please subscribe, turn notifications, and click the bell beside you. Anyway, let's jump right onto it, shall we? At number 25, we have Hope. Hope is a pretty terrible character. I don't know if she's the worst character. I just had her in a ranking list and she just came up in my head at 25. But she's the one that is annoying and stinks around with people and just like, yeah, she's not great. And she lies about things and, um, yeah. I had her pegged between her and Katie. Katie, I think, stands out slightly better than Hope, but she's not much better. She's pretty awful. Yeah, she just, yeah, dinks around between her and Liam, and she's used all of them, and, she's kind of turning into like a mum a little bit, except for a bit meaner. She's just, yeah, not a great character. Yeah, she's one of the better characters out of other people on this list, so yeah. This one is controversial. This could be the best character, and this also could be the worst character. I have at number 24, Sheila. I I wrote down like could also be the best or the worst. Sheila's an alright character. She just Sheila can be like the fun character, but she's killed people on this show. She's killed people. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, oh yeah, she's a great character. She's an awesome villain. She just kills people. She killed Taylor. She killed, even though she came back from the dead, she killed that psychiatrist guy that was trying to help her. Like, she killed people. Like, this is not like she shot Stephanie. Like, you know, she swapped Lauren's baby and all that. Like, are we meant to like her? I'm just saying, like, but yeah, like, I think there's worse characters when it comes to irritation. I don't think she's the most irritating character, but she's not a great character. She's pretty evil. Anyway, yeah, this this other list is similar. I also ranked it as also can be the best character, but I would also rank it as worst too. And that's Stephanie. Yeah, I also said like she could be the best character, but then she can also be the worst character. Cause like there's times where she's manipulated people and there's times where she's done things that she shouldn't have done and like that. I think the worst thing that Stephanie did was when she got that guy a key and Steph and Brooke and that guy went and sexually assaulted Brooke, and that was pretty bad. Like to tell some random guy where the key is at Brooke's home. That's pretty bad. She's done some other shady things like fake a heart attack or just like manipulated Brooke or just she's done things. But she can also be a fun character. She's up there between her, Sally, and like Sheila. I always say they're like the Sally and Stephanie are like the top characters, and I think a lot of people will agree with that because they're the most fun characters. I think Sally's more likable than Stephanie half the time, but Stephanie can be the best character. Just depends. So yeah, Paris number 22. Paris. Paris is very annoying. She's kind of clingy, and she kind of just annoys me. Like she does annoy me than some of the other characters. But she's done other things that I'm just like manipulated like Carter into being with him instead of Zoe, and she's not great, and she's not great with Steffi. Like trying to swing a thing. A lot of people don't like her, and I can see why. Um, so yeah, I don't really have much to say about her. I just don't like her. Yeah. Number 21, Maggie. Yeah, Maggie is she's an alright. She cheated. She was sleeping around with Dylan when she was with bloody. She was sleeping around with Dylan when her daughter was with him or something like that. I should have put Dylan higher because he's a pedophile. I should put pedophiles higher. Um, there's another character I didn't like. I didn't think people would know that character though. There's another character named Zachary. I was going to put on that list. But yeah, I Maggie was the replacement, 21, but it was Zachary at first, 21. Because Zachary's not a great character. Pretty bad for certain. Because he got Felicia almost sexually assaulted. I think he did get her sexually assaulted. Not him, but he got someone else too. But Maggie is pretty bad. She manipulates again. She makes Sheila as bad as what she was. Like, I think she was recovering and she was making her as bad as what she was. And she's just a manipulator. Yeah. Yeah. Number 20, Anthony. So, like I was saying, I was going to put Zachary in there, and then I was going to put Anthony because they were both creeps and pedophile. Oh, not really pedophile. Well, they were obsessed with like one person, and even though because Zachary was Taylor's brother, and I was going to put him on but Anthony might have been worse because he actually killed someone and he was creepily watching Macy. I was like, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that he's bloody dinking around and seeing Macy and just staring at her. It's like, yeah, and he manipulated Fawn and making him the one that killed Ivana and not. And yeah, he was creep. He was a creep for sure. So yeah, I hope he's burning and rotting for all I care. Yeah. Number 19, Poppy. What do I say about Poppy? Another one that she slept with her nephew. I feel disgusted even thinking about it. Yes, I know it's not blood related, but she slept with her nephew. And then she abandoned her daughter? She's like, screw you, I'm not going to help you. And now apparently I found out she's dead. I haven't been watching B&B lately, but she's dead. She's dead, and she has no empathy to care for her dead daughter. Like, what do you expect from me, huh? You expect me to, like, what, mourn for her? God, no. That's so horrible. That's so horrible. Poppy, and she's just annoying. And she slaps you, like, 3 times in one scene. She's like, boom, boom. I was like, damn, girl. Don't want to mess with her. That's poking the bear. Literally. Although Sheila doesn't really do anything, so you might as well be poking a useless bear that doesn't attack. So, yeah. She used to, though. She'd probably throw bees at you. Like she did with that other guy in season 15 or whatever season it was. Yeah. Anyway. Number 18. Flo. A lot of people don't like Flo. She's not great. She kidnapped Hope's baby and she used it and she gave it to Steffi. Like, who does that? It's a similar thing to what Sheila did back in 1990. Like, I think it was a dead baby that she gave Lauren. At least she didn't give her a dead baby, but still, she manipulated it for months, and then she got off as a slap on the hand. That's it. She didn't become an enemy. She was like, "We all forgive you, Flo. You're part of this family." It's like, oh hell nah. She kidnapped a child. Do you think we're gonna have sympathy if Sally too kidnapped her with a snake or whatever? I don't even think it was a real snake. Like you swapped her baby for money that doctor was giving you. I think the doctor was in debt or something. He apparently it was a gambling thing or whatever, but I was like, what the hell? That's why you swapped the baby so you could get that for cash so that you could be oh, fuck you. Fuck you. And not saying anything. Hell with you. Number 16, Mosimo. A lot of people like Mosimo. I think Mosimo is better than Eric, for sure. However, I think Mosimo is another manipulator. He manipulated Brooke, like, even though Brooke, I can't stand Brooke, she is calm as a bitch, calm as a bitch, but, you don't do that, and especially, you don't get your brother and sister to fall in love with each other, just so that Brooke's out of the picture, that he changed her diapers, he changed Bridget's diapers, and Mosimo's trying to get to them together. I know he wasn't there when that happened, but he's trying to get them together. Like, Stephanie tried to warn him several times, and he wouldn't do it. And then he has the audacity to bloody poison Deacon. I know Deacon's an idiot. I don't like Deacon. I like him more than Mosimo. But, like, he's better character than Mosimo. But Mosimo manipulated that. Like, oh hell to the no. Mosimo's terrible. Like, I know he turns out better in the long run, just like this next character I'm going to be talking about. But, like, you can't do that. Like, you can't do that. You can't expect people to do that. That's just horrible. Anyway, next character. Thorn. Number 16. Thorn. Thorn, like I said, was terrible for a long time there. I think he was terrible when he came back on the show again, when they brought him back. But he did change. I did like his character in like 2003 onwards, 2004 onwards. He did become like one of the better characters on the show. But he was pretty shit because he cheated on Macy with Karen and he shot Ridge. I know what Ridge can't deserve to get shot. I have to admit, he deserved to get shot. But like you shot him in the head, and I love that scene with Sally and Macy at the interview. I'll never forget that scene. Oh, Vaughn, he would never do anything like that. I think, and even Stephanie said that he would never do anything like that. He wouldn't shoot anyone. He wouldn't shoot Ridge in the head, at gunpoint. He wouldn't do that at night time. Taking his 2 dogs out for a walk. That never happens. He wouldn't kill Ivana. I know he doesn't kill Ivana, but he wouldn't do that. He never shot anyone. He did. And also he he got Macy killed, which makes him worse than Mozamo because he got Macy killed. Like, who does that? I should have ranked him higher. I was iffy between these two, between the next one that I'm doing and Thorn. I could have put him at 15, but I left him at 16 because he's not irritating me at the moment. But, like, he was very irritating me for a long time, though. I could still switch him, but at the moment he's at 16. So, yeah. Number 15, Bill. What can I say about Bill? Bill is another manipulator who manipulated Liam to be with Steffi because he didn't like Hope for some reason. I don't know why, but if he was married to Katie. And he's just bad. Like, he was manipulating Liam to be like, don't confess about you hitting Vinny and manipulating them. And I know he was there for his son, but like, you don't do that. You don't. Um, his relationship with Brooke was shit. I know they had chemistry. They had more chemistry than what her and Eric. Her and Eric was garbage. Her and Thorn was. I think they had more chemistry than her and Thorn. Her and Bill are similar chemistry, but yeah, I think it was slightly better. But yeah, and then he cheated on Katie with Brooke. You know, the so-called slut from the valley. Sorry for using that word, but that's what she is. Um, like, you know, you don't do that. You don't do that, you fucking bitch. I mean, he's just a terrible character. Hiding Luna, a serial killer, and just manipulating situations. Not good. Not good at all. Number 14, Win. Another manipulator. Another manipulator. Like, she's an awful character. She kidnapped Liam and bloody, she kidnapped Liam and stole, and pretended that she was his wife. And then also locked him away and also tried to kill him. And then she's also had cat fights. And then she's also slept with Carter when she was with Eric. And then she was awful. And she was terrible because she shoved, what was her name? Ivy down off a bridge. She's tried to kill people. I don't think she's killed anyone, but she was on those levels of Sheila at stage. I don't think she's as bad as Sheila, but she was at stages. I think there was a time when I can't remember, or was it Katie? Katie had the visual of killing Quinn. Would have done all of us a favour. Fuck Quinn. She's terrible. Number 13, Donna. Donna is terrible. I think Donna is actually worse than Katie. I thought Donna might be better than Katie, but I think Bridget's the better um Logan's sister. Cause she doesn't manipulate, yes she does, but she's a little bit more sane than the rest of them. Like Donna stole Stephanie's husband, and she had only just broken up with Thorn. Like, who does that? Who does that? She does. I don't do that. No one else in my family does it. She does that. Like, you don't do that. You don't steal people's husbands and then blame it on other people. And then she was dinking around with Bill and said, "Oh, it was just a thing." Or the other guy, Jay, that came back after he was gone for bloody 16 seasons. Or that other one with what's his name? Owen. She was dinking around with him. Oh, and she's terrible. She's like the sluttiest one besides Brooke. Like, she comes off so condescending, and she manipulated. She was Her and Brooke were the worst when they were trying to manipulate Caroline and Thorn together. They were using that manipulation so that she could be with Fawn afterwards. Because her and broke up, so her and Thorn got together. Or she wanted to be with Thorn so she could break Caroline up, and so that she could break up with so Brooke could be with Ridge. It's terrible. Terrible character. Monstrous of a character. Number 12, Morgan. Morgan is not great. She's just a manipulator, and she's a killer. She kills people and she kidnaps people's children. And she tried to kidnap Steffi because she couldn't have a baby with Ridge, and she manipulated him. Like, he's an idiot. I know, I can't stand Ridge, but like, she manipulated it. Like, terrible, terrible Morgan. And then she comes back just to kidnap him again. It's like, why? Why did you bring her back? I did like a character, like a growth of what she turned into. I like that. That's the plot. And then she also strangled Clark with a snake. He almost died because he knew some information about Ridge and her. She was having very mixed feelings in that process. But yeah. Anyway, number 11, Lauren. What can I say? Lauren has to be on that list. I could have put her at 10, but I was indecisive with the other one. She fucking left. I know what she went through was bad, but she left. She left everyone else, right? She left everyone else. And well, she left Sheila. She left Sheila with everyone else. And like all of a sudden, there's this unhinged woman, and like she left them there for 2 years, and then she did it again after she confessed to James and all that, and said oh, this is what Sheila did. I need to go to an airport. Like, fucking, like, everyone just fucking die. Just everyone die while she, she fucks off. Like, she couldn't tell them herself, and I Stephanie tried to be, like, a bit nicer and be like, oh, that's okay. I'll try, like, that's your business. She was being a bit more, but you could have, like, this is a serious matter. You could have been like, oh, Stephanie, this is so very serious. She tried to kill me. She tried to kidnap my child, and she tried to kill me and her mother in a barnyard. Like, this, like, yeah. And then she stole Stephanie's husband. She slept with him, and then she manipulated after all the things that Stephanie did to this bitch. Like, yeah. Terrible. Terrible character. We're in the top 10 now. Number 10, Jackie. What can I say with Jackie? She's awful. She bloody knew about Brooke and Ridge's child, and she didn't want to say anything because she wanted to make Nick happy. Like, with Brooke. Like, who is so obsessed with their daughter-in-law? If I was me and my mother was obsessed with me, I'd be bloody disturbed. I'd be disturbed. Right? And it's like, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, she was just the worst character. And then she's just awful. She cheated on Massimo with Deacon, and then the audacity that she had, she was like, oh, I don't know if Massimo likes me anymore, so of what happened. So let's sleep with him more. Like, why? What was the sole purpose of that? Why would she sleep with him again after she knew what her husband went through? He almost died. He had a heart stroke, and this was real. It wasn't a fake one. And she still slept with Deacon. Oh, he might not love me anymore. It's like, get out of here. Get out of here, girl. Get out of here. We don't want to hear it. And then, like, yeah, she was terrible. And I know she became likable towards the end, but yeah, just terrible. Terrible character. Number 9, Thomas. What can I say about Thomas? Bloody. He kidnapped. He kidnapped Thomas. Like, he kidnapped. He killed Emma. And never took accountability for it. He killed Emma and took no accountability. And he sexually assaulted the second Caroline. They had to throw it in there because Ridge did it too. He sexually assaulted her. And then he had the audacity to know about Hope's child and then not say any fucking thing about it. Are you fucking kidding me? Who does that? Who does that and not tells anyone? Oh, by the way, Flo swapped your child around with this other guy who was apparently had a gambling thing or whatever and needed money, so he swapped your child and gave you a dead child. I know about that. Don't tell anyone, Emma, and Emma found her, and then he had to run her off the road. And then it was never brought up again. He killed someone, never took accountability for it. Just terrible. Terrible character. Number 8, Amber. Amber is the worst. I can't stand Amber. I was iffy between her and this number 7. I could have put number 7 at number 8, but I put Amber first. I could have put her at number 7. But, she was terrible. She was terrible. And, and she drowned a child. Like, who drowns their fucking child? And it's like, oh yeah, my baby died, so I had to drown him, and then I had to get my cousin's baby and pretend it was yours and mine, but it wasn't. And then she froze also Ridge and Bridget to death. You know, I was so hoping a Brooke and Ridge get frozen, they die. And it's like the end. We don't have to deal with them anymore. I'm just kidding. Yeah, like who does that? And she was so whiny and complaining, and she was a manipulator, and she had the most annoying. I think it was the actress's fault, but yeah, I think she also bloody poisoned Hope, with some pills because she liked someone else or she was doing. I can't remember. I have to watch the episode again. But she's terrible. Amber's terrible, and yeah, and then she kidnapped. No, also kidnapped Rick's child, her child. She kidnapped, even though she wasn't the hearing was the next day, and she could have waited, but she didn't. She was like, I'll kidnap the child. Like, are you fucking stupid bitch? Anyway, yeah. So that was number 8. Number 7, Taylor. I was gonna put her at number 8. I was like, I should have I should have put Amber at number 7, but I don't know. Anyway, she's at number 7. What can I say? Taylor's not great. No, well, she used to be one of my favorite. I think she was up there with one of the better characters, up there with Sally and Stephanie and Well, I guess Sheila's not really a great character. I mean, she's a fun character. She's a cool character, but she's not really. She was likable. She was actually a likable character, Taylor, from the beginning. And then about 2005, 2006, they fuck up a character, and she's just this shithole. And she's terrible now. Like, she's been like this since 2006, and she's killed someone, and she's also tried to kill Bill. So she's killed someone, and she's tried to kill another person. The second person she actually deliberately tried to kill. The first person that she killed was an accident. But, and then she has the audacity to be like, I'm a saint! I would never do anything like that! Bitch, please. Bitch, please. Like, yes, you would. Yes, you fucking would. You would fucking do that. And you know what? You would do that because you're a fucking bitch. You slept with Brooke's son. Well, you had only just got divorced with Nick. And then you And then Stephanie had just died. She had just died, and not even 50 episodes in, and you're sleeping with her husband, Eric. Well, no, not surprised. And like she has the audacity to be like, I'm a saint, I would never steal my daughter's boyfriend and all that. It's not like that ever happened. Yeah, bitch, it did happen. You stole Phoebe's. You stole Phoebe's. So you know what? Fuck you. And you're a terrible person. You went through just as many sleeping arounds as what Brooke did towards the end. You slept with Thorn, you slept with Ridge, Eric, Nick, Rick, bloody Whip, bloody, like, everyone. What are you talking about, girl? Hector? I don't know if she slept with him. I think she kissed him or whatever. But it was like, that was in less time than what you did the first time. You fucking bitch. And go die. Anyway. Next character. Number 6, Eric. Again, very iffy between number 5 and number 6, but I put him at number 6. Probably should have put him at number 5. But, anyway, he's terrible. Manipulated Stephanie, used her love for his own pleasure with other women, and he stole the company that her dad wrote down, and he's gone through, again, lots of marriages. Sheila, Lauren, Brooke, the list goes on. Donna, Quinn. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, this guy just sleeps around with people, manipulates people, and, like, gets away with it? Like, Lauren, yeah, I said Lauren. Yeah, like, just terrible. Just Jackie. Yeah, just terrible. Like, and like he has the audacity to be like, Brooke's a good wife, Ridge. You guys are destiny. Fuck off. I thought you loved her as well. I thought you had a thing for her. Well, that's very disturbing. Can you imagine your own father, knowing your father loved Brooke at one point and has 2 children, and then you've also got the father who'd be like, oh, well, Ridge is her destiny. But let me go into the back and just jerk off about her and then be like, oh, son, she's your destiny. Fuck off. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of my face. Oh, yeah, like, terrible. Terrible character. And he's manipulated, and he used his own children, too. It's like, oh, you don't care about your other children. What about Thorn? What about Thorn? You care about Ridge more than Thorn does. I think he's worse than Stephanie. A lot of people are like, oh, yeah, Stephanie is very controlling. I agree. She can be very controlling of Ridge and very, like, persuasive and being like, oh, I love Ridge. But Eric's just as bad. Like, what are you talking about? They're just as bad as one another. I think Stephanie shows it more, but I think Eric likes Ridge more than Thorn, just in general. Because at least Stephanie tries a little bit with Thorn. It's like, the fuck are we talking about? Just terrible. He used all of them, and he always says, oh, I never do anything like that. And in this season, he's pretty bad. He's probably at his worst in season 19. But yeah. Anyway, number 5, Liam. I was very iffy with Liam. I was like, is Liam just as bad as Eric? I think Eric might be worse, but like, he abandoned his own children. He's been going back and forth with Steffi and Hope like crazy. It's so fucking annoying. It's like, pick one, bitch, pick one. And why are you so hesitant? He's similar to his father, but he's worse. He's like, oh, I'm okay. I'm okay. Oh, you don't worry about me. Go home. Oh, I'm so stressed. I won't tell them that I'm dying from a brain injury. I won't tell them that. It's like, you fuck. Go, just die. Just die from the brain injury. I can't deal with bloody Liam all the time. Liam is such annoying, such the biggest hypocrite. Yeah, I don't like Liam. Don't like Liam at all. Yeah. And he used Steffi and Hope, and he acts like, oh, and that scene with Finn, oh, I'm watching out for you because I think you're trouble. Like, I would never hurt these women like you. I'm like, Finn hasn't done anything yet. He hasn't slept with Hope and got together and dinked around. Like, I know they had that one kiss, but it didn't get anywhere. Whether you've done shit. And just some, like, terrible narcissist. Like, they're all narcissists on the show. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, similar to Eric. Next one. Rick. I'm putting Rick higher. A lot of people like Liam and Eric are Rick is worse than Eric and Liam. Not as bad as Ridge, but Rick is bad. Rick has slept. Rick is sexually assaulted. Sexually had sex with a 17-year-old. They even specify that Caitlin is 17, so he slept with an underage person. Like, and he's also was sleeping around with bloody he was with Phoebe while he was sleeping around with Taylor, and then he got together with Steffi, and then also he's also assaulted one of the other characters on the show. I can't remember which character. And then he also dumped Maya because of agenda. And like, I mean, the list goes on. Like his character, he's the one that got Deacon involved. The fuck, I don't like Amber. I fucking hate her with a burning passion. But you're the one that got Deacon involved. You know, because you didn't like CJ, who was probably one of the better characters. I do miss CJ because I wish they got rid of fucking Rick over CJ. Ugh, I can't stand Rick. Rick is fucking clingy and oh, he's so rude and so condescending. It's like, oh, like, especially when he gets played into the second character, next one, and he goes Ridge, and it's like, it feels like we're talking to Ridge instead of bloody Rick. It's like, it doesn't feel like Rick's character. It's like, oh, I will do stuff to this person, and I'll take pleasure in Steffi. I know that she's dead, Phoebe, but you know what? I'm gonna take pleasure in it. It's like fucking good, Stephanie. Slap him in the face. I remember that scene at the. Just slap him in the fucking face. Yeah, no. And then like that's Brooke's son, so fucking and like he has no right. And he also cheated on her. He cheated on Amber and got away with it. I can't stand Rick. I fucking hate Rick. There's more to say, but we'll get into it. Top 3 now. Steffi. Steffi's getting to Brooke High. I think Steffi is the biggest narcissist on the show. She's not the longest period of narcissist, but she's the biggest narcissist apart from her dad. And like and Brooke. Steffi can fucking die too because she's killed 2 people again with her brother. She's killed 2 people. Like she killed her cousin Ivy, Fawn's daughter, Ivy, Allie. I'm doing that again. Allie, sorry. I'm doing it again. I'll probably do it for the rest of my life. But she killed Allie. It'd be funny if she killed her in an alley. Allie died in an alley. She killed Allie, and then she also killed Sheila's twin sister Sugar. But and they're gonna brush over it. They've forgotten that story. It's like they do with the Brooks stuff when she gets involved back in the earlier stuff. They're doing it with Steffi. They're like, oh yeah, she never killed anyone. Let's go move on. Okay, let's talk about her and Hope and Carter's story. Let's move on from that. Like, we're not gonna forget about that fucking story. She killed someone. I don't care if it was self-defense. She killed someone. She should be held on trial. Like, I get she's rich and all that. There's no evidence. They don't even show a camera saying, she lunged at me with a knife. Like, bitch, she didn't lunge at you with a knife. She did, but like, If they saw the footage, it wouldn't have looked like that. It would have just looked like, oh yeah, she didn't lunge at her. Fucking get away. Yeah, I can't stand it. She's so condescending. Her scene with Luna is the worst. Like, oh, I would never do anything like that. Fuck off. Go fucking die, Steffi. I just hate you. You're the biggest narcissist on this entire show. Like, she's so rude. She's so hypocritical with Sheila. She doesn't give him second chances. She doesn't fucking deserve a second chance. She slept with, like, Bill when she was with Liam. She did it twice. The second time she thought she was pregnant with Bill's child. Like, fucking, like, just die. Just fucking die, bitch. I hate you with the burning passion. I hope that your character does die and we'll be like, yay! We're not going to be crying. There won't be any tears. It'll be pleasure when you die. So, yeah. Anyway, next character. Brooke. Number 2, Brooke. Brooke is the biggest hypocrite. I don't think she's killed anyone, but she's the fucking biggest hypocrite. She has slept with everyone than anybody on this show besides Eric and Ridge. And Taylor in the later stuff. She has slept with everybody on this fucking show. She slept with her daughter's husband. She slept with her sister's husband. She slept with both. She slept with her other daughter's boyfriend. I think it was a mistake, but she slept with him anyway. Who the fuck has sex at a school graduation? Anyway, at the prom. Anyway, and then she slept with her mother's lover Eric, who was her mother's lover at the time. She knew about that to begin with, and she still proceeded to sleep with him. She slept with Eric. Her true love is Ridge, and Eric is Ridge's father, even though it's not blood related. And then she slept with Thorne, who is Ridge's brother and Eric's other son. And then she slept with Nick, who happens to be Ridge's brother as well. And she knew that at the time, and she still went with it. She knew that at the time. Before they even got together, they were brothers. And she's still doing it now. She's fucking sleeping. She's with Eric, married to him, while she's thinking about Nick, while she's still in love with Ridge. And she had that little thing with Dante. It's like, fucking, what do you want, bitch? Why do you keep sleeping with people? Why? And you're the biggest hypocrite ever to judge Bridget and be like, I would never do that. I would never, like, break your trust. Don't you dare sleep with Ridge. I would never do that. I would never sleep around with your partner. Bitch, you have. You did it before she did. You're the biggest hypocrite on this fucking show. And, like, you slept with your sister's husband and got pregnant with his child. You've stolen everybody's, and you've manipulated, you gaslighted people into thinking that you've changed. Just a terrible character. I can't stand her. Like, she's the worst character, the biggest hypocrite. But we got one more big hypocrite that stands out from the rest of them. Ridge. Number 1, Ridge. The worst character on the entire show. I think Brooke and Steffi have gone higher than Ridge at points. Like, I think Steffi's the worst character now. And I think Brooke was the worst character back in the 90s, early 2000s, through the 2000s. She got better in 2010. But she was the biggest hypocrite. She got Macy killed too. I forgot to mention that. She got Macy killed as well. She tried to kill me by getting killed herself. Fuck you, Brooke. Anyway, Ridge is the worst character ever because Ridge has been a narcissist from the first episode on. Ridge was the first character I hated. He was the first character I hated on the show. And I still hate him. I've never liked Ridge. Ridge has sexually assaulted 2 characters on the show. Sexually assaulted Caroline. That's why he got shot by Thorne, because he was with Caroline and found out that he sexually assaulted her, so he shot her in the head. And then he sexually assaulted bloody Brooke when she was with Nick. Like, who fucking does that? And then he has the audacity to be like, I would never do anything like that. Yeah, you would. And you've also slept with a minor. So you're a pedophile. Like Rick. Like Thomas. They're all pedophile. I don't think Fawn is. Did he sleep with Kimberly? I think she was 18 at the time. I think it wasn't even slept. I think she drugged him, so it doesn't count. But you three are all pedophiles. Like, you can't write shit like that. Ridge is an awful character. Like, he always stands up. He does this smirk. Like, Ron Moss plays the arrogancy very well. I don't know if he's an actual arrogant person in real life, but he plays that very well. I think he plays it better than the other actor. I think the other actor is a better actor, but I think he plays the role better. Because I get really pissed off with his character. And he's the biggest hypocrite. And he manipulates Brooke and Taylor all the time. And he's been doing it for 38 years. 38 fucking years. Probably longer, depending on their stupid timeline. That doesn't make sense. But 38 seasons of this bullshit. And he's still doing it. He's pitting the women against one another. Who does that? And he's misogynist. He's tried to strangle like three female characters that I know. Morgan, Sheila, and Amber. He's tried to strangle them. I'm pretty sure he's tried to strangle Jackie at one point. Can't remember, but I remember a scene where I can't remember if he did it with Taylor and Brooke. I don't think he did. But I wouldn't put it past me. I wouldn't put it past him that he would. He's the biggest hypocrite on the show. Like, I fucking can't stand him. When he dies, it'll be good. Him and Brooke and Steffi are like the worst. You know, I can't get past Ridge and his arrogant asshole behavior. He acts like he's better than everyone. He acts like he bullying Hope to say you bitch, and then Brooke has the audacity to be like, he didn't mean to say all these things. It doesn't fucking matter. The fuck, bitch. He bullied your daughter, and then you had the audacity to try to kick her out. Oh, I'm so sorry. No. You don't get your partners to bully your children. You're a terrible mother. If Rich did that to Steffi, Taylor would have kicked him out. I know old Taylor would have definitely kicked him out. She would have kicked him out a long, long time ago. But, yeah. I can't stand him. He's the most sexist, misogynistic, narcissistic, character on a probably TV show. And that's saying a lot. Just saying. But yeah. And that is my ranking for the worst characters on Bold and the Beautiful. I did a top 50, but I think it would have took too long because I like to talk through it. But yeah, that was my list. That was a long one. I really hoped you guys enjoyed. It was a lot. It was a lot for sure. Worst characters on the yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was my reaction. Yeah, I hope you go again. Comment down below and just write, "Oh, you missed out on this character." I'll put it on the list. They're all worse. They're all shit characters. Even Sally can be bad, and I think she's probably the best character on the show. However, she can be just as bad as everyone else. But yeah. So just comment down below, like, yeah. And yeah, I hope you like my ranking. I hope it's not as controversial. Hope that I threw some shitty characters on there. But yeah. And I hope you love this podcast. That's the main thing, right? That's the main thing I did this. So yeah, that was my ranking. Yeah. My throat hurts now from doing all that. Yeah. Anyway, please subscribe, turn notification, and click the bell beside you. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Bye.